So now what we have a look at is this idea, or this thing, concept, whatever you want to call it, called the discriminant. Now, for the discriminant, we represent it with a triangle, or the Greek letter delta. And that tells us that the discriminant is, or equal to, b squared minus 4 times a times c. So within our normal equation of, or a general formula of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, this b refers to this b, this a, and c this one. So all we've got to do is substitute. Now, the discriminant tells us how many and what type of x-intercepts it has. So basically, if your discriminant is equal to less than 0, or if it's negative, we don't have any x-intercepts. If our discriminant equals 0, then we have one x-intercept, and it is the turning point. If we have two x-intercepts, if it's greater than 0, so if it's positive, then we have two x-intercepts. Now, if that's the case, then we look at the type. So if delta is not a square, then we have a surd answer. If delta is a square, then we have a rational answer. Now, by a square, we mean numbers that you can represent with a square. Things like the number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The number 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 25, etc. All of those can be represented by squares. So if your discriminant, your value for delta is a square, well then you can have rational. Otherwise, it's a surd type of answer. Okay, let's see how to use it. So we're going to start with this thing first. We're going to have a look at 3x squared minus 4x minus 4. So our b is negative 4, so I'm going to put negative 4 squared minus 4 times a is 3 times negative 4. Let's write that clearer. 3 times negative 4. So negative 4, so then we go to evaluate it. So we're saying delta equals, next line equals. So negative 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times, so we've got, when we put in the minus, we've got negative 4 times negative, so we end up with a positive. So 4 times 3 is 12, times that by 4, and we get 48. So from there, 16 plus 48 is 64. Now 64 is a rational number, is a square number, because we can write 8 by 8. So therefore, we have 2 rational intercepts. Okay, let's have a look at this one here. 3x squared plus 4x minus 5, just to give you an idea. So delta equals 4 squared, that's our value for b, minus 4 times 3 times negative 5. So from there, 4 squared is 16. Negative times negative gives us positive. 4 times 3 is 12, times by 5 is 60. So we've got 16 plus 60 is 76. 76 is not a square number, but it is positive. So therefore, we have two irrational intercepts. So depending on, if it's less than 0, so discriminant b squared minus 4ac, if when we evaluate this using these numbers, if it's less than 0, we have no intercepts. Equal to 0, we have one intercept. More than 0, we have two. So negative, none, 0, 1, positive 2. And then depending on the type, if it's a square, if it's not a square number, it's a surd. If it is a square number, then it's rational.